Greetings, my friends. I am Dicker Van Doomcock, the future ruler of Earth, and I have news from the front of the fandom wars, my friends. Yes, it is my honor to announce that Xanadoom has infiltrated Disneyland, and one of my spies has penetrated into the heart of the mouse and brings back reporting from the front lines of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, illustrating amply and proving once and for all just how deserted Disneyland and Star Wars Galaxy's Edge are. My agent is going by the code name of Mexican Iron Man. Hail, Mexican Iron Man. How are you today?
Very well, sir. It's been difficult running and escaping from the agents of the mouse on this covert operation, but the evidence is in hand, and I am secure and ready to transmit.
Outstanding, Mexican Iron Man. I want to thank you for being my spy, going behind enemy lines and penetrating deep into the heart of mousedom. So, sir, you have gone to Disneyland and to Galaxy's Edge. Go ahead and tell us what you saw there.
Well, it was Saturday, July 13th, the middle of summer, and arrived about 11. Was there for about 6-7 hours, and immediately entered the park and first did a scan of the number of people there, New Orleans, Frontierland, then worked my way to Galaxy's Edge. Quite interesting findings. Well, as you can see, there's ample room in the streets. There's really a lot of room to walk around from the parking lot to the tram to inside the park. I would say that, I don't know if it took us more than 10 minutes to get in there. My family every year we go as a family, and my sister and cousin, there's probably 6 annual passes in the family. And 11 of us, or 9 of us went.
So you are an experienced and seasoned Disneyland patron. So how would you describe the typical summer in Disneyland as opposed to what you saw in this visit?
Well, let's start with this entry picture. Normally when you come in, you can already see there's an empty park bench. Normally there's not even a place to sit and take a break. Here's a shot here of the concession stands. These are the concession stands up against the large boat where New Orleans Square meets Frontierland, right at the entryway to go towards Galaxy Edge. So to go to Galaxy Edge, we would be walking this way. I turned around and I wanted to show you how empty these food carts were. Look at this. These are the concession stands along the river, my lord. Along the river.
That is prime real estate spot for food vendors.
It is a massively prime real estate spot. There's another deeper shot. You can see all the way back there. That's the Pirates of the Caribbean in the back. Now, this I thought was interesting. This is as I'm leaving Main Street and I'm about to make a left into Frontiersland to head towards Galaxy's Edge. Look at this, my lord. This is at 12:30, right after high noon.
Wow.
High noon, July 13th, middle of summer. Now we're entering Galaxy's Edge. This is one of 2 main arteries into Galaxy's Edge. Here is where they call the outpost begins. And this is as I'm just entering it. Look at all the depth of that.
Oh my God, it's really like sparsely populated. What is it? What would this typically look like on an average summer day around this time?
Wall to wall, people pushing each other, trying to get somewhere, anywhere. So on a Saturday, look at these concession stands.
This was a Saturday.
Saturday, 12:30, and all the photos are timestamped for you, Muller. I barely saw any employees. Thank God they have some honest people here. People could walk up and grab helmets, flight suits, flight jackets. Look at this. Tell me that's not insane. Okay, now look at this. Here's the main entrance to the bazaar, the Galaxy's Edge. Okay, this is the main entrance. I did a 360 Apple iPhone panorama shot where I stood here and I went all the way around 360. Look at this.
Boy, talk about the sweet smell of success. Wow.
Look, there's your X-Wing right here. Boy, everybody's interested in that, looking at that bad boy, right? Not really.
Oh my God.
It's about to get shockingly and crushingly better. Hold on. Wait till you see what I got for you next.
I cannot wait to see this.
Oh, it's about to get real interesting real fast. This is down the other main artery of the entranceway into Galaxy's Edge. So where I came as one entry, here's the other way.
Right. So it's not like you caught it in a lull. This is actually live.
Yes, from 11:30 Saturday until 4 p.m. The Millennium Falcon ride, got in that within 20 minutes. Okay, look at all those people shopping. This is right outside the build your own lightsaber and the build your own droid. I mean, you could say I probably could have taken rollerblades.
Could have staged a Disney version of Olivia Newton-John's Xanadu and skated around in there and probably not even knocked anyone to the ground.
No. And as a further example of that, well, that's the lightsaber area. So in the lightsaber area, here's something interesting. They say you need reservations. Walked up, they took our names, walked in within 4 minutes.
Mexican Iron Man, I think they meant that instead of taking reservations, that you could go in with reservations, grave reservations about the future of Star Wars.
Yeah, I did make a lightsaber. This is a $4.95 bottled water from Dasani. Interestingly enough, none of it was refrigerated. So at Galaxy's Edge, if you're going to buy water out there, don't plan on it being cold.
That right there is just an indication of how consistent they are. That they totally fucked up this idea of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, a theme park that contained no Star Wars. And then they also forgot on a hot summer day to refrigerate the water.
Yeah, she was almost embarrassed that she had to let me. Now I'm going to give you 3 guesses as to what was the only thing that had a long line in Galaxy's Edge.
The bathroom.
No, you would need to have enough people to fill the aforementioned bathroom in order to have a line. Try again.
The food court.
Nope. We went to food places. Every single one of them was walk up and order plates within 2 minutes, including the sit-down dining restaurant, which, by the way, didn't have any bathrooms in. I've never heard of a sit-down restaurant in California that didn't have bathrooms in the building. No, the answer to the riddle is the cantina.
The cantina, the bar.
The bar. The bar had a 1 hour and 5 minute wait. Okay, 1 hour and 5 minute wait. And it required reservations, standing only. I'm sure Walt Disney would be so proud to know that the only thing that had a long line was the bar, as families with their children and strollers waited, to get into, guess what? The bar.
And that's it. And it isn't even really the Mos Eisley Cantina. It's just some crappy knockoff of Batu's version of a cantina that has nothing to do with actual Star Wars.
These are all the people in front of the Millennium Falcon, and the bar line was right here. And it went all the way around the building. Yeah, you can see how empty it is, though. See? This is right in front of the Millennium Falcon.
That is the cornerstone of Galaxy's Edge. The only vestige of real Star Wars there other than the X-Wing.
Correct. And I'm telling you, I myself couldn't count 200 people here. I mean, literally, look. So break it down. What is there to do there? You can go on the Millennium Falcon, which I'm going to tell you flat out is an upgraded version of Star Tours at best. At best, it's an upgraded version of Star Tours. There's 6 people instead of maybe 16. You get to hit some cute little buttons. The video is great. I mean, it's a neat video, and the ride's nice. But, I would call it an upgraded version of Star Tours. I wouldn't say it's anything beyond that.
The Millennium Falcon, does it move?
You're escorted into a chamber where there's 6 seats, 2 by 2 by 2, 3 rows of 2 people. And a video plays, and literally it's just like a miniature Star Tours. It goes up and down, left and right. And interestingly enough, you're on a mission on the Millennium Falcon to secure additional coaxial cable, which I thought was hilarious because I'm quite sure that, had someone found out when Radio Shack was shutting down, the Millennium Falcon could have gone and picked up a couple containers there.
So not even the video, not even the damn video in the Millennium Falcon has anything to do with Star Wars. It has to do with Solo, with their most successful film to date. Solo, a Star Wars story.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed making the lightsaber way more than I did the ride, that's for sure. If I went back again, I wouldn't even do it again. I would just go build another lightsaber if I wanted to, but I already have one, so.
So you basically went there and spent the money to go there. So you live around the area, so it's not a big deal to you, I guess.
It's still $150 a day.
I know, but imagine if it was like $1,000 because of the hotel room and the airfare. Well, hell, $2,000 or $3,000 with a family. and hotel and airfare and food, flying in from Texas or Dakota or something, north or south. And how would you rate this as a summer vacation for the family to go and see Star Wars Galaxy's Edge or Disneyland at this point?
Well, not a lot of value. I'll give you an example. See these people in this photo right here? They only had enough money for one lightsaber for her 3 kids. This is a husband and the wife, and there's another little one here. And, you know, I mean, you know, 200 and, you know, plus tax, you know what I mean? And it was really weird because it was like, you know, you saw a lot of families and they were kind of like nominating which one kid would actually get to build a lightsaber. That's, I don't know if that's what Walt had in mind.
I tell you, magic isn't free, Mexican Iron Man. So quit bitching.
You know, all that magic and wonder comes at a terrible price to you and your family. So, okay, so you've got the lightsaber to make, and then you have the Millennium Falcon, which is really kind of a bastardized version. It's got the square antenna, and I heard it has a lot of porg nests in it.
Yeah, it's really weird.
So what else is there to do?
You could eat at one of the 4 places they had. You could wait in line for the cantina for 2 hours for the bar.
Drink to forget that you are actually in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. You know, that is why they're hitting the bar, is because they're drowning their sorrows and they want to obliterate the pain of the fact that they're in this shitty place. And they've wasted their time, they've wasted their money, and they've wasted a fine summer day.
I would say so. I mean, I really would say so.
Mexican Iron Man, you did a fantastic job infiltrating into the heart of Disneyland. So I wanted to ask you, your final impression of the entire experience.
For the first time, I felt that I went to a place that wasn't magical, but was old, tired, and just trying to get money out of me. And that's real hard to say.
Wow. Yeah. A stinging indictment of Disneyland, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, and Disney as a company, that they would allow this wonderful opportunity to be squandered in such a shallow and crass way. That they could have actually had droves and droves of people turning up to enjoy entering the Star Wars universe, and instead they get a deserted outpost named Batuu, which I think in Wookiee means callous, shallow ripoff.
Probably.
Wow, look how deserted that is, my God. It's almost like you would think that that was like an employee day or something where, you know, there's maybe 100 people that work there being allowed to go around for free or something, like a VIP thing or like a company hired out the park. But no, this is the state of Disneyland. This is the state of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. And it is a sorry state indeed.
Yes, sir.
Mexican Iron Man. Sir, you've done a man's job. Thank you for sacrificing yourself, risking life and limb, and I hear rabies at this point. I heard that there was an outbreak of rabies in the park as well.
I think that was in Orlando, but yeah.
Well, you still get credit for risking life, limb, and most importantly, wallet, and I think a fair amount of sanity, plunging into the heart of this morass of mouse. Mexican Iron Man, I salute you. You are an outstanding spy, sir. Thank you for bringing this information to light.
You're welcome, sir.
Mexican Iron Man, an agent of Doomcock. From the center of the earth, this is Victor Van Doomcock and Mexican Iron Man, bidding you all, my friends, stay angry. Ha 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 ha